I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back. I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my eye always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said loser, loser, loser. Why the always coming out the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait.
Esto es talento, we favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
Thinking that it happened overnight, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
Ay, wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux, that on for hours. I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Deanna, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. They pay out, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the big watch the women. I got it. Go meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib, psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Third and final of the games today, this Wild Card Sunday. It might be the best of the bunch. And off we go on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short pickup. Hook him up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Here's A-Chain. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. He'll try to power ahead with Ricard. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And he will score. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 2. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. Oh, big hole, left side. To the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Houston. The extra point is good. And the Texans come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. To throw, Purdy. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Achane. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. That's caught left side by Bowers. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Third and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Under.
A tight end in motion now.
Hey.
Drive will start on the ground. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. Second and 7.
All right.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
All right.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Look wide, get this one complete, and that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
2nd down and 3.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Down the sideline to the 20. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
On the quick, right?
They'll go with him again. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
ready? 19 taxi. Eleven. Look to hot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A run out of the gun with Achane. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That one caught by Tucker. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Slot man in motion right. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. On the handoff, this is Achan. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now a give to Achan, heading right. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he's in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Raiders. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Stroud gonna set up to throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Pretty clear coming into this game that this offense felt that they had a distinct advantage running the ball. It was a matchup that they thought all week went in their favor, and so far the results indicate that they were spot on.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
Hey, south.
Now, Stroud. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On the return is Tucker. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. A handoff is Achan heading left. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Jalen Petrie up to make the tackle. 2nd down and 8. They'll keep it on the ground here again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Here comes 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. He'll go play action, Purdy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
All right.
To throw is Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Now a handoff running right. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Texans first down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
2nd and 11.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll go play action with Stroud. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
All right.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Texans first down. His defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Right back to him on 1st down. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
All right.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Texans are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That's caught by Bowers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Achane. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. One quarter remains here in this AFC wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They face second down and 7. Here's Purdy. Now a screen set up for Achane. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Vegas. Carlson able to knock through the extra point. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
3rd and long.
Oh, ready. Right to the right.
Man in motion is Brown.
Right to the right. With speed left, speed left. Oh, boy.
Tight end going in motion here.
Hey, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars, Uno Mars. Hey.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Achan, running left. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. First and 10.
Here we go. Hey.
Throwing is Stroud. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
No. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Look the hot. Hey, uno. Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. His throw left side is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a give to Achane. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, Achane. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. To the right side and caught by Bowers. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Achane. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Down to a knee here, and that'll do it. They have advanced. They are moving on in the playoffs. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders, as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend.